Hello, this is Talker and part 2 of the Age of Warring Empire manual. As you can see, I still have my Russian cigarettes, but if you've sometimes seen a film where there's an interrogation in the interrogation room between a suspect and a detective, and you discover that one of them is smoking a cigarette at the beginning of the interrogation, the cigarette is so small and it grows bigger. Now this is the case. It's a different cigarette. Nevertheless, we'll start reading the text because I think this is the best thing you can do. We begin with general guidelines. Whatever game you play, a strategic game, you do two things to prevent yourself from being farmed. You keep a low profile and you don't offer much to steal. We're going to disregard the first thing because you want to have some fun, but this is the golden rule. You don't offer things to steal, so you need to use up all your resources. You have to learn to do that. You've got two construction queues to do that. You've got two army building queues to do that. And remember that your army building queues apply both to the barracks and to the fortifications on your walls. So you can, for example, you can do one building queue of rolling logs and infantry, but that's it. That's all you can do at a time. Now, once your farmer teleports next to you, moves next to you, you want to use up resources. That's it. If the farmer steals very little, he may stop his attacks after some time, depending on what type of farmer he is, and we'll go back to that in the next chapter. Also remember, you can hide your resources in the market, and you can make two offers on the market, and they will make up probably a quarter of that particular resource in your warehouse. So it's logical that you first make offers on the market, and then you start building troops and what have you, because you can offer more resources on the market, logically. Now, there are two types of farmer, and it's quite easy to distinguish between them, and we need to do that before we move on. So, we call them the resource farmer and the vendetta farmer. That applies not just to this game, but I think most online games of this sort. The resource farmer regards you as a warehouse, and his attack is a sort of a business opportunity. If you prove to be enough of a nuisance to him by using up resources, building traps, and maybe go so far as to take and abandon his wilds, his attacks will most likely stop because you prove to be unprofitable. He will not make any profit off of you. You should probably start with the using of resources and building traps, because if you try to abandon his wilds, he might easily turn into the vendetta farmer, and even though it's fun, you don't want that to happen every day. Now, the vendetta farmer is the one we're looking at and we are most interested in. He usually teleports to your location and attacks you for a variety of reasons, ranging from alliance war, personal dislike, asserting his ego, up to owning a small penis and being frustrated about it. Now, the reasons are largely irrelevant. What distinguishes him from the resource farmer is that he is not looking for profit. His chief concerns might be making your life miserable, making you quit the game, breaking your spirit, or taunting you into putting your army on the wall. If you follow my instructions, he will most likely not succeed in any of this, but remember, your calm and confident attitude will always be key. And remember one more thing, and this is of a more pleasant breed. If you follow this manual, you will always spend less time and energy than the farmer. And this is a win of sorts to start with. Thank you very much, and I'll be happy to see you at part 3.